Can you imagine going through your e-learning module wearing a blindfold? And would you then make it to the end of an e-learning? Now, without sight, many people have difficulty opening an e-learning, let alone reading it. And in this video, I'll explain how Storyline 360 content works with screen readers, and I'll give you some tips to set up your course for the best screen reader experience. So let's start. What is a screen reader? Now, a screen reader is a piece of software that helps visually impaired people to interact with their computer. And they do this with keyboard shortcuts. And a screen reader reads out all the text on a web page or on an e-learning slide. But a screen reader can't read images. So this is my first tip for building an accessible e-learning course, that it's important to give images that are necessary for your e-learning a clear description, so a screen reader can read this description. And now let me show you how you can do this in Articulate Storyline. So let's jump into Articulate Storyline and let's go to the second slide here. Now imagine that this image is important for your e-learning and a user should know what on the image is and that you must give it a description. Now to do this, select your e-learning of your image, right click with your mouse and go to Accessibility, and now you can here give a proper description. For instance, a plate of vegetables. And if you think a bit more about it, you can give a more clear description than I do, but this is only for this example. And here there's an option that if you click on this, this alternate text will be applied to all instances of this image throughout your whole course. Now, if you have entered it, you can click on Close. Normally, or by default, a screen reader starts reading all the content on a web page or on an e-learning slide. But this can be problematic with e-learning courses since there can be audio or a video that autoplays. So what Storyline did is that it stops at the slide and a user can go with his up and down arrows over the different areas on the slide, and a screen reader can read it out. So what it does, and you can navigate here, it will go instructions layout, photo, and the description that we gave it, and then you can navigate to all the text and the screen reader read out all the text. So it's very important that a screen reader doesn't start automatically, but that a user has to navigate through the slides to see all the texts and that the screen reader reads it out. And by default, a screen reader reads from left to right. So it will be reads instructions layout, then the text, the image, and next to this, the title, subtitle, this text, and so on, and to the right. But you can change the order of how a user or how the screen reader should read out the text, and I will show you now in Articulate Storyline. So now I'm in Articulate Storyline, and to change the order of the slide that a screen reader should read it, you go on the Home tab here to Focus Order, and if you click this one, a focus order window will open. Now you see now it states use the default focus order, but you can also create this to create a custom order, and with create a custom order you can move the order of the images and also text. So for instance, you can say I want the main body after the title, so now it's main body title, but you can also remove stuff. So for instance, the background, it's not something a screen reader should read, so you can remove it. And you can also reset the order or bring out stuff that you deleted it. And this way you can customize the slide for how a screen reader should read it out. So if you want an image removed of the order that a screen reader should read it out, there are two options. Now the first option I'll show you, you can remove it from the focus order, but there's also another option. So let's cancel the focus order and for instance select an object. Let's select this text box. I'll click with my right mouse and I'll go to Accessibility, and now you see here the object is visible to Accessibility Tools. Now if we uncheck this one and we close it, the image won't be read out by accessibility tools, and there's also no description. So now your image is only for people that are not visually impaired, and people that are visually impaired won't have any meaning with this image. Another good thing to know is that some screen readers stop at a certain amount of text at your slide. And they stop after, for instance, 100 or 150 characters. Now, if you like to continue, you can customize this setting or use the down arrow to continue in Articulate Storyline. And how you find to customize this setting, this is something for your screen reader. So maybe you can give a message at the start of the eLearning that if the screen reader stops, a user can press his down key and the screen reader will continue on this slide. And another thing that is good to know is that a screen reader not only reads text but also sets things as heading or navigation. And this is that a user can imagine where he is on the screen and gives extra information. So this is not something to worry about. It's more for people that are visually impaired, that they know where they are on the screen. Now, I think it's a good idea to test your own e-learning course with a screen reader, so you can imagine how a visually impaired people follow your course and if it's all logic. I'm transforming my Articulate Storyline classroom training and also my YouTube tutorials to a laser-focused online course on how to create engaging e-learning training with Articulate Storyline. Now, are you interested? You can join my waiting list and you'll be the first one to know when my online course will launch. You can find the link to the waiting list in the description of this video below. And if you want to create great engaging e-learning in Articulate Storyline, make sure that you get my free step-by-step guide on how I create e-learning in Articulate Storyline. And I know for sure that it will help you because it describes my whole process that I use for every e-learning module in Articulate Storyline that I built. And was this video useful to you? Then hit the like button below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos.